speaking about civil disobedience on video, on camera. The chief of DSS was captured on camera where he was advising the people to protect themselves. Do not wait for the government to protect them. We also have the chief of army staff advising people to go and train to be combatants. The chief of army staff recently was advising people to go and train to be combatant. Former chief of army staff told the people, defend yourself. The army is colluding. Defend and protect yourself. He went ahead to tell his people to go and improvise weapons. The same way the terrorists get a weapon. Go the same way and get yours and defend yourself. All these comments were made by government officials in Nigeria. And these are what we have already adhered to. These are the procedures we are already taking to defend ourselves. But they turn it around to call it violence. They say we are violent. They went ahead to call us terrorists. Call a different kind of name. Because we did what we are supposed to do. But will that stop us? Never, ever. That will never stop us from doing what we are supposed to do. We know our rights, and we will continue to follow and pursue our rights. Each Monday carries a deeper spiritual meaning for Biafran people. Every Monday carry a much more deeper spiritual meaning for Biafran people. Maybe you don't understand. You will not understand because you are not a committed Biafran. You will not understand because the blood of Biafra is not flowing in your vein. Even though you are from the old southeastern region, even though you are an Igbo man or woman, but yet the spirit of Biafra has not possessed you. But for those of us who the spirit of Biafra have possessed, who have the blood of Biafra flowing in us with undiluted, Monday carries a deeper spiritual meaning for every Biafran. It is not just about staying at home. It is not just about staying at home. It is a day of reflection. Every Monday, it is a day of reflection for us as Biafran. It is a day of prayer for us as Biafran. It is a day of unity. A day you sit and you reflect where we are coming from, where we are going, what have transpired, the heroes that we have lost, our leaders that are in detention, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Simon Herbert, and so many other agitators who are lost, and 28 men who were murdered in the home of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The innocent children who were starved to death. Every Monday, we sit and we reflect on this. It's also a day we pray for them. A day we sit in silence and pray for our departed heroes. Those who have fought earnestly to keep us alive. A day we sit back and pray for our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Pray for our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Herbert. And we pray for everyone that is genuinely putting themselves in the front line on our behalf. Pray for our Liberation Army. The Biafra Liberation Army that are in the forefront, taking the bullet every blessed day, even as we speak. It is a day we remember them and we pray for them. It is a day of unity. It doesn't matter what you believe or what you think. When you walk out of your home and you don't want to obey the seat at home, you will see that the street is empty and empty. When you look at the street, you realize that something is going on. And you ask yourself, why are you going out when others are in sorrow? You need to cry when your brothers are crying. Be happy when they are happy. It is a day that we show unity of purpose every Monday. Every Monday is a reminder that our destiny is greater than oppression. It is a day to remind ourselves that our destiny is greater than any form of oppression anybody can throw at us. It's a reminder. You know what we have passed through on this Monday sit at home. Many Biafrans have lost their life on Monday, thanks to the DSS and their plan. As they were trying to stop the Monday sit at home, every Monday they will create another group. They say they are enforcing. They will go and take innocent lives just to blackmail this sit at home. Many lives were lost. The government of Nigeria with their DSS lost many lives just to blackmail sit at home. Innocent lives. And what I'm telling you is not a blackmail or propaganda. There are video evidence. One of the video evidence was showed on the national TV where a policeman was enforcing sit at home. A police car was parked and they were enforcing sit at home. One of those who were caught in exchange of fire with the police, they searched his pocket and they saw the ID card of DSS. A member of DSS enforcing sit at home. All in the name of blackmailing the sit at home to make sure that the Biafrans do not do what they are supposed to do. But we stood our ground. Every Monday, a reminder that our destiny is greater than any oppression anybody can throw at us. It's been more than 3 years and still counting, almost 4 years and still counting. And we are still sitting at home. Every Monday is a quiet but thunderous statement that Biafra lives in us. It is a day that we make a very thunderous statement to the whole world that Biafra lives in us. Biafra lives in us. When our market closes, when our street goes silent, the world takes notice. Our silence becomes our weapon. Our unity becomes our shield. Tell me, why would anybody want to take away this weapon from our hands? Whoever you are, I don't care who you are, I don't care where you belong. Until you can be able to present something that is greater than the sit at home, you have no excuse to give not to support it. Except you have something that is greater. Present it. I will personally help you to campaign for it. I will dedicate my platform to campaign for it. Give us something that is bigger than the sit at home. And then watch. Until then, the sit at home must continue, because it's a very much greater weapon that the enemy cannot handle. Tested and trusted, and there is nothing you can do about it. The sit at home achieves what protests with placard sometimes cannot. With this sit at home, we have achieved what protest and placard can never, ever, ever achieve. Every one of you know what we go through in protests in Nigeria. Their lives have been lost. For almost 5 good years, we have not been able to protect for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Only now that Chukwu Okike Abiama used Showore, Omoyole Showore. Chukwu Okike Abiama used Omoyole Showore, and God will bless him for that. I don't care any political motive behind it. I don't give a damn about that. For some of you who will come and say, oh, there's a political motive, he's doing it for politics. Why didn't you do it for politics? Your brothers who are in politics, why didn't they do it for their own political interest? Why didn't your own brothers who are in politics do it for their own political interest to release their brother? Only now that somebody who is an outsider, Omoyole Showore, have picked up that challenge and made it open, called everybody, calling out politicians by their names, calling them on phone, come out and let us go and demand for the freedom of this man. Only now you realize, oh, it's a political stunt. Some call it political stunt. They say political this and political that. So whether it's a political stunt or not, I give no damn. I applaud him for that. At least for him to remember to use that stunt. And Atiku Abubakar killed him. I don't care the motive they have. I give no damn. Whatever is going to put pressure on Nigerian government on issue that has to do with Biafra, I support it to 1,000%. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made the same. He said, anything you are doing and Nigeria is uncomfortable, continue to do it and increase it. Anything you can do to make Nigeria uncomfortable, continue to do it. Mazi Nnamdi went further and said, anything you can do to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he is in for it. Likewise myself. I don't give a damn the excuses you give, the rubbish and the nonsense you talk to make things look as if we don't know what we are doing. I don't care. Excuse me. The truth remains that we applaud Omoyele Sowore. I respect him for the move he made. Those that call it a political stunt, why didn't your own politicians take that stunt? Some of them say, you want our politician come so that they will kill him. You want our politician to come out so they will shoot them. You want our people to come. So all those people that have been killing all this while, they are not human beings, right? You are protecting your idiotic, the same people that are putting you in suffering. The same politicians that are putting you in suffering, they are the people you are protecting. The same elites that don't want you to see the light of the day, they are people you are protecting. And this is something they have done over and over again. And some of us buy into it. These politicians are so cunning that they always have their media network. The politicians have their media network to create this narrative. And when they create this narrative, they will strike people. That was the same narrative they created. When another man came and called for support to raise Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, some of them say because he mentioned one Nigeria in it. And they fail to see any advantage in it. They say because he mentioned one Nigeria in it. Mentioning one Nigeria, does that make you a Nigerian? It doesn't make you a Nigerian. It's still in your hand to decide where you want to be and where you want to belong. But they created that narrative to distract people, not to join. Simply because they pick offense, only pick offense on that one Nigeria they saw in that protest, and they refuse to support that very protest. Something you have not done for many years. And today, another opportunity presented itself through Omoyele Sowore. Another opportunity. And Omoyele Sowore put his own on a different level. All the politicians across board, if you know you are serious to fight for justice, if you know you are serious to fight for the rule of law, those in the Biafran land, those Igbo politicians, if you know you are sincere in this call for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu release, those of idiots that come online on national television to advertise themselves, if you are serious, come out. Let us go to Abuja. Come out. Let us go to Asorok and demand for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In Asorok, to Asorok direct. This one is not on the street. Not on the street. Not in their whatever garden they have in Abuja. No, this one is in Asorok. Protest in Asorok for the reason of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. A challenge thrown by Sowore. And people that have conscience, have bravery, are brave, took up that challenge. And some idiots are busy giving excuse. You want to, if they come out, they shoot us. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that is facing death, you're calling him an idiot. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that put his life on the line for you, for me, even when he has the opportunity to become the richest man in the world, even when he has the opportunity to get everything he wants, he refused it, rejected it, and he put his life on the line. So he's not a human being. Mazi Simon Ekpa threw away his career to the dustbin, put his own life on the line, still in detention today. So Mazi Simon Ekpa is not a human being. He's not a human being. Look at the Liberation Army. Members of Liberation Army putting their life before the bullet. Many of them have lost their life. Uncountable. Liberation Army of Biafra. So many of them have lost their life in the cause of protecting you. So those one doesn't matter. They don't matter. And you have the God to come and say they want your people to die. And some of them idiotically come to make a case for Peter Obi. They want to make a case for Peter Obi that they call for the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We jeopardize Peter Obi's chances. Now you understand where some of them stand. That some of them that talk about these things don't mean it. Majority of them that come, the most one that surprised me was that our sister. That's why you see, they say my people perish for lack of knowledge. The Holy Book said that my people perish for lack of knowledge. It's either that our sister do not have enough information, or she doesn't have the knowledge to dissect the information. She have done a great work in the past. She has done a great, but her stand on this very protest, and she connecting it to Peter Obi is very shameful. Is the betrayal of the highest order. The betrayal of everything she had been doing before. She just betrayed to the dustbin. She just threw everything she had done in the past to the dustbin. Because of that very statement she made. That they call for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu by Omoyoro Sowore is a political stunt in order to discredit Peter Obi. Where was your Peter Obi all this while? If Peter Obi knew that is the political stunt that's going to favor him, why wasn't he talking about it? Why hasn't he made that move? 5 good years. Why did he make that match? Oh, he's afraid they were attacking. Cowards don't rule Nigeria. He's afraid. Cowards don't rule Nigeria. Muhammadu Buhari was nominated by Boko Haram. He spoke on behalf of Boko Haram. He spoke on behalf of North, and he later became the president. This man you are seeing today, Tinubu, the drug baron, Tinubu was defending his people. Tinubu spoke against us in the open. Tinubu did so many evil. He supported his people. He supported his Agboro group. He continued to promote his Agboro group. He never stopped. But at the end of the day, he became the Nigerian president. Cowards cannot rule. That position of leadership is not meant for cowards. It's not meant for cowards. So for Sowore to have that bravery to make this demand, not just to come and protest in the street like he does in other cases. In this case, he is calling all the frontliners from all tribes. He's calling all the frontliners, all the politicians who are crying of injustice. You are crying the regulation, the injustice, the Lord did that. He's calling them to come out. Let them start from here. He went ahead to call all Igbo politicians and elites. He went ahead to call them on phone. So he wouldn't say he didn't hear. And thank God that anyone he approaches, he will put it online for us to see. And hear their response. You cannot get any, you see, that is my joy in this Biafra time, in this time that we are. Nothing is hidden. I always say it. There's nothing hidden. That you want to be deceived is because you just want to be deceived. Everything is in the open. You can now understand who is really fighting for Biafra and who is not. Who is supporting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and who is not. Who is genuinely interested in freedom and who is not. Sowore has gone further to make it easier for us to know. Those people that are coming to say, oh, want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu free. Oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu this, Mazi Nnamdi. They are all there for their own political interests. Today, you see them coming out, calling what Sowore did as a politician. Why didn't you pull that stunt? If you know that there can be something like political stunt in that way that's going to favor, why didn't Peter Obi pull that stunt? Why? He doesn't want to die. He doesn't want to look bad in the presence of his paymaster. He doesn't want the West to speak against him. And that is the person you are hoping that will come and change your life. You are an idiot. Only an idiot will hope that Peter Obi will come there to change his life. A coward cannot do anything for you. A man who couldn't even fight for himself when he lost the election and continue to show that can't fight for anybody except for his own selfish interest of being named as the first Igbo man to become a president. Forget about Nnamdi Kanu nonsense, ceremonial presidents. He wants to create that record. That's all. That's what it's all about. At the expense of your life, at the expense of your freedom, at the expense of our unity and growth. But I thank Chukwu Okike that he has used Showore to break that boundaries. In one of the in the book of the Bible, it says, in Bible it says, there was a place that God said that if you refuse to worship me, that he's going to raise stone to worship him. If you refuse to worship Chukwu Okike, he will raise stone to worship him. That is what you have seen today. Since no Igbo politician is brave enough to call for protests for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, since every one of them, the Igbo politicians are all bunch of cowards, lily-livered people, Chukwu Okike decided to raise somebody from somewhere else, Showore, Omoyele Showore, to make that call. If you don't like it, go and hug the transformer. If you do not like it, go and hug the transformer. If you call it a political stunt, go and pull yours. May Chukwu Okike bless him. Coming Monday is going to be a deadline. It's a red line. Coming Monday, 20th, coming Monday is going to be a bomb blast. Wherever you are, whether you are in Nigeria or outside Nigeria, you must participate in that day. In your own platform, even if you don't go anywhere, use your own platform that day to transmit what is happening. And also, from today till that Monday, continue to share hashtag Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, hashtag Free Mazi Simon Ekpa, hashtag Justice for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Every single one of us that care about humanity, not just Biafrans. Chukwu Okike have used Showore to do that. Hate him, like him, that is your business. Sit at home is very, very important. It has sustained us to where we are today. The sit at home have succeeded in shaking the conscience of the Nigerian state. This sit at home, it has shaken the conscience of the Nigerian state. If you don't know that. It is this the only thing that made Nigeria to begin to talk about Biafra. Complain and complain and complain. Lose money, make them uncomfortable. Sit at home. Shake the conscience of Nigerian state. This sit at home also disrupt the narrative of normalcy. This sit at home disrupt the narrative of normalcy. When you see evil, they take it as normal. They pretend and tell the world all is well when all is not good. The political elite will come and begin to claim that everything is okay. People that are supposed to make the report, they won't report. Nigerian media will never show anything that is happening in Biafra land, including the war that is going on as we speak. They don't show it. Only sit at home has disrupted that narrative of normalcy. They tell you, oh, everything is normal. Oh, people are going about their businesses. Oh, this one is not happening. This... Sit at home, disrupt the narrative of normalcy. One other important thing that sit at home have done and continue to do is to keep the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu alive in international media and human rights conversation. Take it to the bank. This Monday sit at home civil disobedience keeps Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case alive in international media and human rights conversations across board. Every Monday, people gather and they talk about it. Every Monday, the satellite of the world is focused on Biafra land, and they see it. Every Monday. Every satellite is focused, and they see it. They can't. You can't pretend about it. You can never pretend about it. No matter how they struggle and try to, they can't. Including the international media. They have their reporters on the ground. They are seeing what is happening. Some of you don't know how powerful the silence of Monday is. You don't know. This is one thing that has kept the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu alive. That was why Mazi Nnamdi fought everything he can until they remove him. Mazi Nnamdi never joked with Monday at all. He never played with it. Nigeria fought it with everything, with blackmail propaganda, including taking innocent life. But I thank you, Biafrans stood their ground through the support of our Prime Minister. And today, remember in the video I played, Mazi Nnamdi said he was preparing us for what is coming ahead. If Mazi Nnamdi has not prepared us on time, by now, nobody will be talking about it at home. Mazi Nnamdi, in the video I played, he explained why sit at home wasn't, he supported sit at home. Why he continues to prepare us of what is coming ahead. At this point in time, when we have nobody to speak for us, we have no direction, nobody to direct us, what would have been our weapon? What would have been our weapon of expression? Tell me, what else would have been our weapon? If not this is at home every Monday. It has kept the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu alive in international media and human rights conversation. The talk of sit at home can never stop. There is no way you escape Monday without somebody asking a question. Are these people still sit at home? I'll tell you that yesterday in the program of Ebukobi yesterday, when they were closing their 100 days fasting, I was watching that program yesterday, Ebukobi. When he said he has to close that program early so that people will go home and not to be caught up with the sit at home. When I heard that voice, I was glad to hear it. I was glad to. In that program of Ebukobi, you go there, you see millions of people that came from all over the world. Millions of people came from all over the world to gather. You saw it. He also made a case for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in that program. He made a case for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, demand for his release, and also made a case for the Igbo people in that program. And in conclusion, he talked about that he's going to close early so that sit at home will not cut off people. That sends a message. Among the millions of people that came there, they will always say that some of them who didn't know will ask question. So Monday sit at home is still on. They will ask question, why the Monday sit at home? And somebody will answer them, oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu detention. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still in jail. Some of you don't know the importance of this. You don't know. That statement he made, do you know how many millions of people that are watching the live stream of Ebukobi? Do you know how many millions of people in the world? Go and check his platform. Millions are watching him live when he made that statement. When he made that statement, millions of people are watching across the board. And they will hear him say, we are going to close early so that people can get back to their bases without being caught up with sit at home. And anybody who doesn't know about sit at home, we ask question. So they are still sitting at home. Why is this sit at home? You understand? You don't know the power of sit at home. That is why some of you ignore it. Some of you always focus on the negative. Negative. Everything that happens, you must see negative. But why don't you change that same mindset, that same mind you used to find negativity? Why don't you use that same knowledge, wisdom? Look at every negative thing and look for the positive in that negative thing and use it for your own interest. Why don't we change that narrative? Try and always see a positive aspect of every negative thing that happens around you. In every negative thing, there is something you can take there to. There is a lesson. There is always a lesson you can pick. There is always a positive lesson. No matter how negative a thing is, there's always a positive lesson you can pick. Why don't we always focus, when something happens, focus on that, go and search for that positive aspect and pick it up and run with it. Some of us will not do it. Some of us, what we are busy is that when we see a positive thing, we will look for the negative in it. When we see a positive, something that is positive, instead of celebrating it, you will look for negative. Just like they are attacking the 20th protest of Showore. They are attacking the Showore call of 20th protest in Asorok, unheard before. Have you ever had any protest held in Asorok before? Have you ever heard that a protest was held in Asorok? First of its kind. The very first of its kind in Nigeria. Protest to be held in Asorok. Have you ever had that before? And you heard it, it didn't gladden your mind. It didn't strengthen you. Instead, you begin to attack it. You see it as something to blackmail. You see it as something to score points. You saw it that you are still seeing it as a Yoruba man talking. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. Only an idiot thinks in that manner. That is why I tell some of us that are in the media, if you don't know what to say, keep quiet. There is no need rushing to speak when you have nothing in your mind to speak. Don't just talk because you want people to come and watch you. Because you want to maintain the idiotic crowd that are listening to you. Because you want to maintain the idiotic followers that cannot apply their own common sense that are following you. You just want to maintain them. Before you speak, think, if you don't, just at least wait, let others talk and give you idea. When you are confused, keep quiet, let other media warriors that know what they are doing speak. Then you can have some common sense. They will wake up your knowledge there. Because some of us are dumb. When something happens, you jump into the media and you begin to talk trash. You begin to talk rubbish. You begin to talk rubbish. And after speaking, you go and clap for yourself. Then when the people who has the conscience come and speak, you will see how idiotic you have been. You will see that you yourself is enemy of progress, enemy of Biafra, enemy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is what you are. In this era of Biafra, everything is in the open. It only requires patience for you to. That is why I don't struggle to call person this name. Why should I be calling you name? It's just a question of time. Everything will come out and people will know who you are. Including those people who are praising you and jumping. They will know who you are. Why should I be wasting my time? My focus should be on the real enemy and sensitizing of the world and the Biafran people. But those who have chosen a different path, go ahead. Who cares about you? Every Monday that we sit at home sends a message that until justice is served, peace cannot return. Did you hear that? Every single Monday that we sit at home in civil disobedience, it sends a strong message that until justice is served, peace cannot return. If you don't have anything stronger than sit at home, keep quiet. Ignore it. Pretend you don't know that it is happening. Just pretend you don't know it is happening. Don't talk down on it. Don't belittle it. Allow those of us who believe in it to continue with it because it is working for us. This peaceful civil disobedience builds economic and political pressure on the Nigerian government to negotiate, release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and address the Biafran question. It's as simple as that. If you don't understand it, well, I can't help you. You can remain in your idiocy until we get to Biafra land. We must continue to unite. We must continue to demand for our rights. We must continue to do what we have to do. Every Monday, whether in Enugu, Abia, Imo, or Anambra, even across Europe, America, Asia, Biafrans stand united under one cause. This collective act proves that we are organized, not disorganized. It proves that we are organized, not disorganized. In as much as we have our differences, We have our different tongues. We have our different ideas, objectives. But on that Monday, the silence in Biafran land that have continued for more than 4 years now, it shows that we are organized and not disorganized. It shows that we are disciplined and not destructive. Disciplined to the extent that we can give out everything for our freedom. Peacefully. It shows how disciplined we are. From day one, sit at home. You're not disrupting anybody. Nobody's being forced. On your own, you sit down, you meditate, you pray, you engage with people around you, talk about the issue of Biafra. It shows discipline and not destructive. The only people that have tried to make it look destructive has always been the Nigerian government, which is what they always do, creating a false flag operation. Nigeria is a master in creating false flag operation. They did it against NSAD. They did it against NBAD government. They did it against the shared group. And they continue to do it against IPOB. So, why are you surprised when they continue to do it against the sit at home? A civil, peaceful, civil disobedience. But they make it destructive using their DSS agents and those they employ, even fellow Biafrans that they pay to create that chaos. Every Monday, it shows that we are determined, not defeated. Monday shows that we are determined to be free, not defeated, and will never be defeated. It's been more than 4 years and still counting, and I bet you we will never be defeated. We are not defeated people. Even in their civil war, they said no victor, no vanquish before it ended. That was the speech. They said no victor, no vanquish. That is their statement. That is their official statement. Even though we know that we lost, but we are not defeated. We must have lost the war, but we are not defeated. We are not defeated. We are determined. And that is why when we speak about Biafra, we speak about Biafra with our whole heart. That is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can stand in their court and tell them, you cannot jail me. That is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in their court will talk about the global conspiracy against the Igbo nation. The global conspiracy against the Igbos, more especially against the Biafrans. That is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in their court, he will tell them, I have the right to fight for Biafra. Biafra is my right. It's my right to fight for Biafra. It is because we are determined and we are not defeated. The only people today talking down on what we are doing are those who have accepted defeat. There are thousands of them who have accepted defeat. That is why anything they see, they attack it. Including something that will favor them. You can imagine somebody, a call that was made to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and justice for the Igbo people. Somebody will stand against this and say it's a political stunt. You call it a political stunt. Why didn't you pull that political stunt when you had the opportunity? It's been 4 years, up to 5 years. For 5 good years, why didn't you pull that political stunt? It is becoming clear that every single one of them, in fact, these idiots, they are the ones that have been pulling political stunts to make us believe they are fighting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu so that they can win the heart of Biafra to vote for them and vote for their P2B. Everybody that have been talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu all this while, go and check them today. Anyone that stands against this very protest of Showore, these are the people that have been underground working for P2B, using Mazi Nnamdi Kanu personality to work for P2B. Today, every one of them have come out and called the call of Showore a political stunt. You know that there is such thing like a political stunt that can shake the nation. Why didn't your Peter Obi pull that stunt all this while? What stops him from pulling that stunt? And now, Showore, somebody who is not an Igbo person, came out and spoke and A challenge that had never been made before. Protest in Asorok. This one no be street protest. No be roadside protest. In Asorok. And he called people by names. He picked phone and called them. Are you coming? Are you coming? Are you in or out? For the very first time. Instead of you to be happy and applaud it. Instead of you to applaud it because it's what applauding, you will not. You are standing against it. As another demaka breeze book after a trouser. The breeze have blown. Now we know that even Reverend fathers wear short inside. They wear short. Some of them wear trousers inside. Because when you see Reverend father wearing their overall, you will think that they don't use pants. They don't wear short. But when the breeze blow and carry, you will now understand. Now we understand that every single one that come on media network and say, oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu this, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that, all these are releasing. They were all pulling a political stunt. Now, who say to go? Show a challenge. Who say to go? Show a challenge. Every one of them is running helter-skelter. Some are hiding. Some are not picking his call. She already said it, that he called some of them. They wouldn't even pick his call. They bounce his call. Some of them, he sent text message, they never reply. Some of them were telling him, why did you have to go to another state in the public? You should have come and you did it privately. The same Emre that have kept them the way they are. The Emre have Megide. 28 people were lost their life in the home of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lost his father and his mother. They went and kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. Kept him in detention since then. Even when court have said release him, they could not confidently come out and protest. Obey the court order. As simple as that. We are not telling you to give bribery. No bribery, nothing. Don't demand for anything. Just tell them, obey the court order. Up till now, nothing happened. Until Showore came and threw the bomb. Now they call it political stunt. Mad people everywhere. Mad people everywhere. Every single one of us that is genuine Biafran, you must understand that unity is our greatest weapon. Unity is our greatest weapon, unmatchable. I don't care. Some people, when I talk about unity, they get angry. I don't care how you feel about my message of unity. If you like, go and hug Transformer. I will never stop about talking about the unity of Biafrans in my platform because that is the base of our success. If we must succeed, we must unite. It is not a question of may or maybe not. Mazi Simon Ekpa made it clear that the very first step to take to achieve Biafra is to unite every genuine group that is fighting for Biafra. That's what they said of Mazi Simon Ekpa. That the very first step to get Biafra. In the structure, some of them that do structure, structure this, structure that. The very first number one in the structure of Mazi Simon Ekpa is unity. If you don't know it now. Maybe you don't know. Number one in the structure of Mazi Simon Ekpa is unity. Number one. Every genuine agitator united them together. That was why some of you have forgotten. There was a time Mazi Simon Ekpa himself gave order. He gave us order. Mazi Simon gave us order in the media. Those of us in the media with Mazi Simon Ekpa. He told us, don't ever speak against any Biafran agitator. It doesn't matter whether he is with you or without you. It doesn't matter what. Do not condemn or speak against anybody that have fought for Biafra in the past or in the present. Don't. Mazi Simon Ekpa gave us that order in media. That was the order we were given in the media. If you don't know the power of unity, you will never know. At that time, Mazi Simon Ekpa put a stop. He even called some names in the broadcast. He called some names and warned those people. Don't stop calling people's name. There was a reason he did that. It is not because those people are saints. It's not because those people are angels. But he has a reason for doing that. And Mazi Simon Ekpa never changed that decision until he was taken away from us. He gave that express instruction. Don't talk about anybody that is fighting for Biafra. Enough is enough. And he stamped it. But today, what you are seeing today is Saga Group operating everywhere. The only thing that Biafrans listen today is Saga. They prefer Saga, a place where they will tell you what my brother said, what my sister said, what this one said, what this one said. This one is right, this one is wrong, this one is here. I said this one, and I'm talking about this one is talking about. That is what you see in the people today that are in the media. That is what they say. You will spend 4 good hours talking about your brother. When it comes to the enemy, you spend only 30 minutes. Are you not ashamed of yourself? You conduct a program for 2 hours. 1 hour, 30 minutes is castigating your brother and your sister, analyzing. And you use only 30 minutes to talk about the enemy. Go and think again if that is a good job you are doing. Unity is our greatest weapon. When we move as one, no government can break us. When we move as one, let me tell you, Nigerian government is not doing anything. No. They are not doing. We are the one doing the job for them. Biafran people are the one doing what Nigerian government